know, we all know how it feels to have had one too many. That's why I'll not fault our patrons of much when it goes on at our tables. But is it too much to ask that they keep their belongings on their person when they leave? It wouldn't bother me so much if half of them didn't show up a week later, ranting and raving as if their drunken heedlessness was somehow my fault. Take this impressive-looking journal right here. Oft used as it seems to be, I've no doubt its owner is tearing up the town searching for his prized possession. A stranger? He was a swarthy Rogadan who enjoyed his drink. Seems to be getting on well with one of our regulars, Quentin Ain. Perhaps you could still catch up with him and spare me the headache? I'd offer you a free drink, but last time I did that, Bateron docked my wages. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You are standing around, working, you're at work, and the person you're asking me to talk to, I understand why you can't leave the premises. You're at work. You got a job to do. I get it. I totally get it. The person that she wants me to talk to is right here. Idlewan is too busy being idle. Walk over here. Can't imagine why some people say, like, man, sometimes I just feel like, as the Warrior of Light, I'm just being sent to fetch. I can see you in the background as I slide into these guys' conversations. Who, by the way, what story are you telling that this guy can eat a biscuit, like can chomp on a roll, while she does squats? What a weird quest. Have I seen who? Look, just 'cause I spend more nights at the wench than in my own home doesn't mean I'm mates with every sod who comes stumbling through the doors. Wait a minute. That bloody book. Why didn't you say so sooner? The tight-arsed bastard drained 20 flagons and promptly passed out, leaving yours truly to foot the bill. Thought he was heading for Aleport. Where else, the scurvy sop? I mean, a willin'. He's still stranded at the ferry docks, though gods know it won't help me get my guild back. You suck. Alright. I need to go... Can I jump down? No. No. I can't jump down. That's a different zone. That's a different zone. That's not upper deck Limso. That's totally different. Totally unrelated. That's like jumping from central Thanalan to eastern Thanalan. You can't be doing that. You gotta come over here and load screen it. Oh, nope. Can't jump there. Can't jump there. My God. How about here? Oh, you can jump there, though. That's okay. Can I get down right here? Oh my God. You're crushing my soul here. I just want to go right there. It's okay. Ridiculous. Why Ronso? I really like bestial races in games, and I don't like changing my character. So Ronso is probably what I would have picked had it been available at the time of character creation. But I'm not going to change my main. My main's been my main since ARR. I get why people Fantasia, I do. It's just never been my thing. I kind of think of it as like, that's my character. So like, I get a comfort when I log into WoW that it's the same Tauren that I built in 2004. And so, in Guild Wars, I was between Char and the Sylvan, the Cabbage people. Because I want something that's not human. I want as not human as possible. So mounting horns to a human or ears to a human isn't as intense as, like, something that, like, changes their full stance and everything. So I'm a cabbage girl in that. Let's see. Okay, so this is down by Fairy Docks. I worked really hard to get down here for the fact that it didn't make a difference. Alright, here we go. Look at that cute little cat. Okay.
Oh, if you have business with me, be quick about it. My fairy and my next great adventure await.
You want this book? You don't look surprised.
Oh, my journal. Why, I thought I'd lost that forever. Pardon my rudeness, friend. Perhaps I should have stopped after 19 flagons. Did you steal a glance at its pages, perchance? No? A shame that. For this book contains, how might I say it, a record of my numerous adventures. Quite the inspiring read, if I do say so myself. Which, I believe I just did. You've the air of an adventurer about you, and one almost as accomplished as myself. Had it been across the table from me at the winch last night, I imagine the tales would have been great, and the ale all the sweeter. Were there only some way for me to repay you. But of course, I have a fresh journal right here that might as well have your name on it. Why not keep a record of your own? That one day we might regale each other with stories of our deeds. Be sure to erase it every Tuesday. With that, I shall be off, adventurer. And a flagon or 20 of the realm's finest ale calls me. Fare you well on your journey, and next time you find yourself at the wench, do thank that Ellison fellow for his generosity.
That doesn't quite line up with how a challenge log works. But that was important that I did that. So that I can go to logs and go to challenge log. And now I have a weekly log. Amazing. And really I did that so that we could go grind some fates. So that I could clean up a massive amount of experience on White Mage. Alright. I hate hats. I don't hate hats. Rothgars hate hats. Alright. The challenge log is going to make it a lot easier to level. But, to keep this train a-rolling, I think we can go unlock the Beautician next. I think Beauty's only scalp deep as Beautician. I'm not going to use it, but we're going to unlock all plus sign quests that are available. These names are nuts. You got Itowan and Stabji. Here we go.
Oh, you're either a brave man or a fool, friend, to be wandering the streets of Limsa today with all the slasher of Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. You've not heard? There's a madman about. Why, it's said he brandishes blades so long and sharp that they could gut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from sending shivers up the spines in every alehouse in town. That you're still standing before me tells me you don't scare as easily as you rest. As the rest, perhaps you could assist me with the investigation. To start with, you might want to look into that scream.
I just heard outside. Okay. This seems like a weird way to learn about cosmetics. Are we sure that's what this quest does? Oh man, they're all flustered and disgruntled out here.
Well, what you waiting for? That's him, the slasher. Apprehend him, toss him in the jail. Oh, throw away the key. Gut him, feed his lifeless body to the sharks for all I care. Just do something. Woe is me. Whatever did I do to deserve this cruel fate? For 6 moons, I saved every last gill of my husband's hard-earned wage for going new shoes, a new purse, sometimes even food for our children, all in anticipation of this day. What's so special about today, you ask? Why, this day marks the arrival of the world-renowned aesthetician in Lemsa. My endless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with a hair-raising transformation that would have every fashion-conscious lamenting oohing and awing and admiration. Instead, I find myself accosted by this lecherous lout. Oh, speaking of which, weren't you going to do something about this? Go ahead, have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself. No matter what I say, all I receive are accusations and looks of horror. I swear this is not what it seems. Do you doubt me too, friend?
I do. I doubt the crap out of you. Yeah, that's how you doubt.
Oh, the enormity of it all. Of course you take her side. For shame, is there not one sympathetic ear in this entire nation? An artiste of my renown should be welcomed with open arms. A 21-cannon salute. Instead, I'm branded a criminal. The tools of my trade, nay, the extensions of my very soul, ripped unceremoniously from my persons like barnacles from the side of a frigate. I will not last long in my weakened state. No, even as we speak, the world around me grows dim. With my dying breaths, I speak unto you 3 names, 3 kind souls who may well put right what has gone so frightfully wrong. Forgemaster Naza, and Naldik and Vimelis. Guildmaster Beaton of the Gridanian Carpenters Guild, and Severian of the Alchemist Guild in Udar. If there is 1 ounce of compassion in you, seek them out. Tell them Jandalane sent you, and when my soul is restored and my name rightfully cleared of Limsa, nay, the entire realm, will sing your praises. For I, Jandalane, am none other than oh.
Are you really gonna make me visit every city-state? You guys are ridiculous. So dramatic. It's fine. Alright. Here we go. Jandalane sent you? Let me guess. The bonny fool's lost his tools. Pardon me. The appendages of his very soul again. And is thrashing and tossing like the end of days is nigh. The man brings it on himself. If he toned down the theatrics and went about his work like an earnest craftsman, I dare say he'd save himself these misunderstandings. No, I've not a whit of sympathy for the fool. You, however, have my pity indeed for having to pay audience to his whining. Any road, this should shut him up for a while. Tell him that if he loses these, I'll graft the next pair into his bloody hands. Oh. Okay. That seems aggressive. Off to the carpenter. Yep. It's about a 0% chance these people's voices stay the same when I come back through here for, crafting quests in Heavensward. Not gonna remember by then.
Ah, a message from Jandaline, you say? She's lost... So he's lost another one. Oh... Does the man not understand that wood doesn't simply grow on... Well, actually it does, but in any least, in a manner of speaking, but the fact remains that resources are in short supply. For all his flowery words, if his tools were truly an extension of his very being, one would think he'd find a way to hold on to them for more than a fortnight or two. Chandelane's skills are not to be doubted, but his temperament...
I explored it! What? No! 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 Oh, you're dead.
Oh... His temperament leaves much to be desired. Still, it's not my place to judge. Take this to him. Let us both hope that he will right his ways and thank Zero for the Tier 1 support.
Off to Ul'dah. The worst of the city-states. We got the Alchemist, Aetherite yesterday. Okay. Here we go. Alchemist Guild. Because I was listening. Should be the last part of it.
You've come on behalf of Jandaline. Why, I just furnished him with a fresh batch of my special creations last week. I realize the man's services are in demand, but it would be physically impossible for him to exhaust the entire supply so soon. Stolen, you say? An unfortunate turn of events indeed, if not entirely unexpected. You see, the man is something of a genius. And genius is often misunderstood by modest minds. Trust me, as I speak from extensive personal experience. Yes, great minds must band together in trying times, lest the realm be deprived of our talents, and so I command you, deliver this parcel to Jandaline with all speed.
Why do I hate Ul'dah? Because everybody here is awful. That guy just, like, backdoor bragged me. Like, just like, oh, it's really hard for me to not be sympathetic because I, too, am a genius. Like, what is wrong with you? Everybody there is awful. Oh, you want to train. Why don't you just go beat up an innocent local race? Oh, we need to imprison golems because otherwise we won't be profitable. I think I went to the wrong one. Should have gone Aft Castle. Oh, I came down here to turn in the book. That's what it was. I was like, I swear I just had to come here. Yeah, I think Ul'dah was my favorite when I first started the game. But having gotten to know the story, they're terrible.
Oh, if there's an ounce of compassion in you, friend, I beg of you, retrieve for me the tools of my trade, for I'm none other than Jandaline, Oh. Could this be? Yes! I can feel it! The light returns to my eyes. Power courses through my fingers. I live.
And as I live, this unspeakable embodiment of ugliness must die. Begone, foul demon! Oh. And so I ask, how do you feel, madam? Why, it's as if, but in a single magnificent moment, I travel beyond the void and return to life as the embodiment of all that is beautiful in this world. Could it be? Yes, it must! How else do you explain such power? You are the one who was coming, was foretold. You, yes, you are the aesthetician. In the flesh, madam. I am Jandeline, crafter of coiffures so divine, Menfina herself doth begrudge my clientele their beauty. But let us speak of you, madam, for where a moment ago stood a fashion-challenged frump, now there stands a beauty reborn. It's so stupid. And you are the one I must thank for reviving my soul, that I might once again bestow my gifts on a realm bereft of beauty, a kindness I intend to repay in full. Do you fear that your own hairstyle is becoming passé? Fear of the specter of ugliness threatening to consume you? Fear not, friend, for it shall not survive my wrath. As the madam before you, as this very realm we call home, from an abyss of unfathomable drabness, you shall rise anew. My clients have been known to make reservations moons, even years in advance. But you shall know no such troubles. No, for proving a staunch ally to good taste when all others turned a blind eye, I gladly place myself at your beck and call. Yes, the next time you find yourself plagued by the aesthetic ennui, you need only ring the crystal bell from comfort of any inn room which you have taken up lodgings. Jandeline shall hasten to the scene, yes, in a flash, the dreary, uninspired life you have hitherto known shall end. You shall travel to the realm beyond, and return to us as a beauty reborn. I give you this as a token of trust between us. Treasure it, for it is the key to a world of aesthetic wonders ordinary men shall never know. Oh, Master Chamberlain, do come back, for I've not made my next appointment. Oh. That's just so weird. What did you give me? Jandalane's token. Thank you. How does he get to the first? Can he get to the first? Old man.
Oh, nothing like staring out at the sea to bring an old man back to his glory days. The good old times when his whole life still lay ahead of him. The greatest adventures were yet to be. Oh, don't you know better than to sneak up on your elders like that, young'un?
Are you trying to send me to an early grave? Well, not as early as such. But don't tell me. I can see it just from the look of you. You're an adventurer. And an accomplished one at that, yes? You may not be as graybeard as I am, but I reckon you've a memory or two you'd be keen on remembering. So, what say you join me for a while before you return out on the road? After all, sometimes reflecting on the past can be just what you need to discover your path you'd forged into the future.
Where'd you go? He just ran off. He just ran off. Oh. Oh, I've got choices. If I had a glamour. Cast glamour. Beautiful. I want that one. Oh, dear, dear, dear. This will never do. My senses of aesthetics simply won't allow it. How can you go out dressed like that? My dear, if you'd only spare a thought for style and coordination. I hope your garb holds up during a scuffle, because there's little else going for it. That's it. I've made up my mind. From this day forth, I'll take it upon myself to save you from any more fashion disasters. Let me see. So much that needs to be addressed. Where even to begin? Be a dear and get me a drink. I'm feeling rather parched. And this is a matter best discussed over a glass of something cold. Just go to the Pist Pesty and ask for cleaned. I'll have some blood orange juice. And tell her to make sure there's no pulp in it. Now, off you go. Hey, we've talked before. Oh, Sweargrim sent you, did she? That woman, I have never known anyone so lazy. Would it kill her to come in and get it herself? Here you are. You shouldn't let her push you around, you know. Give her an ilm and she'll take 'em all. So, how's that drink coming along? Right here. Oh, delicious! Nothing better on a hot day. Some say I have expensive tastes, but life's too short to settle for second best. Of course, this extends to my choice of wardrobe, too. Now that I'm feeling refreshed, shall we get started? Do you know, dear, you'd look a lot less drab if you knew how to apply glamours. What's a glamour, you ask? Well, they use a glamour prism as a catalyst to project the image of one item onto another. It's just an illusion, mind, but very convincing. This means the original object stays essentially the same. It just takes on a new appearance, that's all. Remember, if you fancy a change, you don't have to stick with the same glamour. Just apply another one on top, or use a glamour dispeller to return the object to normal. Why sacrifice style for such humdrum trifles as durability or protection from bodily harm? Limitless possibilities for self-expression are just a couple of glamours away. Go ahead, give it a try. And do make it quick, dear, for my sake. I'm finding your uninspired attire more and more offensive with each passing moment. So you just gave me, I believe, a hat? You did. I do have a question. Since glamour is being presented as the true endgame by this particular NPC, can I equip this hat? No, I can't. I can't wear it. They gave me a beret. I can't even wear it. Trash. Alright, garbage giver. You there! Yes, you! The decisively unfashionable adventurer I was just talking to. God, speak good. Never in my life have I seen such unapologetic focus of function at extreme cost to form. The mere sight of you fair makes my eyes bleed. As a lover of all things aesthetically pleasing, I cannot in good conscience allow you to continue roaming the helm in that sorry state. I believe your appearance can yet be salvaged through the use of color. I will teach you how to go about dyeing your outfit, but first I must have a drink. The heat has given me a vicious thirst, and I won't be able to talk for any length of time. Be a dear and buy me a bottle of orange juice at the stall by the northern gates, would you? Once I've moistened my throat, we shall see to the business of remedying your appearance. I don't want that blood orange juice from the bar next door. It needs to be different. It needs to be different. At the stall next to the gate. You suck. Merchant Mender? Ridiculous. You couldn't get me I couldn't have the free blood orange juice from the bar. I have to get this stuff I have to pay for from the mender here. Pray tell, have you brought my orange juice? Lest you have forgotten, the merchant who sells it can be found just inside the northern gates. Yeah, I found it. Phew, that's a relief. Finally, I can teach you how to bring color into your life. Listen well. There are handy items called colorants, which allow folk to dye their outfits in a veritable rainbow of colors. These colorants are so simple to use, adventurers have no excuse to be fashion unconscious. Lest you worry that dyeing will affect your garment's precious properties, you may rest assured it will not. The practicality of your adventurer's love so much will not suffer for the change in appearance. A change for the better. It should also gladden you to know that garments can be dyed repeatedly, so there's no fear of getting locked into one color. The garish paint that seemed like such a wonderful idea after a dozen glasses of red can be undone. And that is all you need to know about dyeing gear. Now, what are you waiting for? Get out there and bring some color into your life.